Hey, what's up friends? Welcome back to my channel today. My name is Winter Hendrickson and I'm doing a series right now on adoption awareness. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can learn more and grow with me as a community in the area of adoption and also foster care. As you guys know, last week we had a foster placement of 3 boys and it just was supposed to be respite, then it went a little longer. And I just want to give you guys an update before we just keep moving down this train of adoption awareness to tell you what happened in that placement. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you there is some happy news for these boys. They were reunified with their birth parents, their birth mother, and it was fantastic. I was at work when the kids got reunified. It was just so great, but Chad told me the story and I teared up, so I wanted to share it with you guys as well. Just to recap for you, we had a respite call for 48 hours of respite for someone, so that's like doing foster care for another foster family or kinship in town. And anyways, the kids ended up at our house for the whole week instead of just 48 hours. They extended the time for us and it worked out really well. The boys were the same age as our boys and they just played Legos all the time. So it was really great, and like they go to the same schools. So it was just really a good situation for us, and we're hoping that we actually can invite some of the boys over to play every once in a while too. So it was really a great situation, and in small towns you can do that. So that's really fantastic. It's really good for a kid to have just good circles of people in their life that have friends and support for the birth family. And so this is so exciting. These little guys haven't seen their mother in a very long time, and she came to the house after school, and everyone knew it was gonna happen, so they were very, very excited. Chad said, I was at work, I'm so sad I missed this. It was so beautiful. It sounds so beautiful. And he says they saw her in the car come out, and they started like running out to the car, and they were all crying, and then the mom was crying as well. And I just want to state this important fact here, that she was super nice, she was super normal, she was super kind and gracious. She was actually like thankful that we had her kids. Like that was just like really a humbling experience for me to listen to Chad talk about. And there was this beautiful reunification. They had their other siblings there, so it was just a very fantastic reunification. And that's honestly, it's also an adoption awareness point. It's honestly better than adoption. Like, I just wanted to throw that out there because I love my kids to pieces. They're not going anywhere. They're my children now. I'm fighting for them. Legally, they're my children. We adopted all of our children, but like, if something happened to them and they were taken from me, like because I screwed up or something, like some sort of circumstance, I made a mistake or something, I would do whatever I can to fight for these kids, right? And they need to come back to me. They need to have that healthy experience of coming back to their parent. But honestly, like their original families, if they were healthy, like in the first years of becoming foster children, and they went back to their family, it would be better for them emotionally and their family to have that restoration, that reunification happen, than it was for them to have the tie cut off and then adoption to start. Adoption is beautiful. The act of adoption isn't negative by any means. Like, to have someone be adopted, that's not a negative thing. The negative thing is the separation from the birth family. That's the negative thing. That's the trauma. So there's kind of some statements being thrown around out there about adoption being terrible and bad, but honestly, like, adoption's a solution for a problem. So a problem that was huge, that impacted a child immensely, that is being separated from their birth family for whatever reason that may be. So yes, I don't know. So I just wanted to throw it out there today too, that reunification is beautiful, and this reunification for sure was right and good, and like just made me so happy. Like, I had never been so happy to like see a family be reunified before like this. Like, and we've seen a few reunifications in the past, and like this one was just glorious. So like, it just the cherry on the cake, like epic. Like, this is why you do foster care. This is why these kids need a temporary place to land while family is getting better. And that's what foster care is about. And then the statistics show is about 20% of kids in foster care end up needing to be adopted. But I just want to challenge that statistic, and I would love to see it lowered so that the kids could go back home to their birth families. I feel like there needs to be more programs for the birth family so that they can get healthy and whole, and they need support. So we say this a lot too, that I have, if my kids were removed from my home, I have about 50 people where my kids could go. Like, we have a plan, we have some action that can be taken, and my kids would be fine. They would be with relatives, they'd be with church friends, we have like literally 50 friends that would take our children. These people's support system is very low, like low. And that's sad for me. That's like putting yourself on an island, so to speak, as a parent, and I can't imagine parenting by myself too. So like, there's this cycle of just like not having a support system that causes kids to come into foster care, and then not having that consistency, and then causing more damage, and so on and so forth, to the child and to the family, to the whole family unit, and then just forever that's painful. It doesn't have to be, in this case there's reunification, and it was beautiful and it was glorious, and I think that's good. But that being said, the goal of foster care, and I fully agree with it, is reunification, if at all possible, for kids to have a healthy and whole life, for their whole well-being. It would be better for them to be with birth family. If the birth family is healthy, don't take this and be like, well, my child was abused and totally like neglected in these ways, and it was right for their rights of those parents to be terminated. Sure, that's why those safety plans are put in place. Like, I totally get that. For adopted children, I get the whole system, but I would just love to see better support for some birth families out there. So that's something that I've been praying about for my own life, something that I want to see done, and something that we want to work towards as a community, to support these birth families, and to maybe get them to come to our church to have a community, or to get them to come to like a mom's group or something like that, to get them to come to a community where they have support and not just on their own fighting a very hard battle called parenting. So anyways, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all your support during this process of taking in these kids. Like, your guys' comments on the last video were just overwhelmingly sweet and kind. You guys are just the best. Like, I have the best subscriber base by far. We have a really good group here to learn from. I'm gonna probably post another video tonight or tomorrow night, so it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't decided. We are filming it this afternoon, and it's gonna be by someone that does the training for foster care classes. It's gonna be very informative. It's gonna teach you everything you need to know to get you started on that journey if you want to start that journey of foster care. So that's gonna be really cool. So, like I said, hit the subscribe button, stick around, we're gonna have some fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.